Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Jackal. I am the #1 biscuit salesman as voted by Honduras Business Weekly. Look it up, I'm only slightly lying. So, I actually recorded a video today, but it got copyright struck by DAZN because it was a fight breakdown where I broke down why Master Uruguay lost the way he lost versus Arms Corleone. I thought I really did a really good job about that. But no, I even made a really funny thumbnail called Uruguay Ufway, and I had a picture of an arm for arms, you know, because I'm a comedy genius, as voted in by Honduran Business Weekly. Anyway, so this is a bit close to home, quite literally for me, because I live in the northeast of England. I love it. I've got a Cockney accent, make that make sense. I'm not even going to bother doing a Geordie accent because that will just scar everyone here for life. Leave a like because I've spared your ears from my Geordie accent. If you're a good boy or girl and leave a like and maybe subscribe, I might just give you the Geordie accent you so desire. Anyway, let's talk about this. So, from the Mail Online, and I saw about this on Facebook on like my local area's sort of like happenings page, and it was like a thingy from like dispatch from Northumberland Police, sort of explaining the story and then saying, if you know anything, gives a ring. Unfortunately, I know nothing, mate, but you know. So from the Mail, hunt for the Sycamore Gap vandals as 300-year-old world-famous tree is cut down overnight, and theories mount that professionals knew what they were doing are behind it. Like, you can always count on the Mail to make it seem like this tree getting cut down was like a cut GTA fucking heist, you know what I mean? It's like you've got Michael and Trevor and they're planning, and Lester's there with his fucking walking stick, the little prick. Sorry, I really dislike Lester as a character. Anyway, and he was like, guys, we need to cut down the tree. And, you know, and Trevor's just like, you know, snorting some meth and just like pulling it down with his bare hands, and, you know, Michael's standing there with a chainsaw. This already sounds ridiculous, I know. I'm going somewhere with this, right? So apparently they've already arrested a 16-year-old on suspicion of criminal damage, and then you've got other people saying like this is an international criminal conspiracy. But I'll say it's probably somewhere in the middle. But look at the fucking tree. I have a right to say that on my channel. Look at the fucking tree. Look how big it is, and now look at what they've done to my boy. Like, look at what they've done to it. Like, look at what they've done to my boy. And this is like a 300-year-old like national landmark. This is, you know, a very well-known tree. I've lived here most of my teenage and adult life, and yet somehow I only heard about this tree like 3 months ago when I was working for a client. You know what I mean? Anyway, the police, who are people, have urged people not to visit the scene as they investigate. Most of these news articles are basically the same. This is a good part. I'll leave you on this, like for the news stories. People have been discouraged from visiting the spot while the hunt continues and a police investigation takes place. Alison Hawkins, who lives in Liverpool, was one of the first people on the scene this morning, posting a picture on Facebook with the caption, "An awful moment for all walking Hadrian's Wall. The Sycamore Gap tree has gone, not the storm, an absolute..." This is blanked out. "An absolute wanker felled it." Whew, I love that word, wanker. Miss Hawkins, who was on her 4th day of walking Hadrian's Wall, said she was tearful when she discovered the tree had been cut down. "At first we thought it was because of the storm, but then we saw a national park ranger. He said it had been cut down and there was paint around the cut section, so it was a professional who knew where they were going to cut. It was a proper shock. Basically, the iconic picture that everyone wants to see. You can forgive nature doing it, but you can't forgive that." A Northumberland National Park Authority spokesman said, "Northumberland National Park Authority can confirm sadly the famous tree at Sycamore Gap has come down overnight. We have the reason to believe it had been deliberately felled." And looking at the picture of it, right, you can also come to that conclusion, because it was a very clean like break, and there was actually a pretty bad storm earlier this year, and all along the road coming out of town, you could see all of these trees that have been up fucking rooted, and these are like on steep, like on steep like hill banks, and some on, perfectly flat terrain, and they've all been ripped up by their roots. It was absolutely like biblical fucking storm, and there's no way a storm would be able to, unless it was Virgil, but oh my god, it's the fucking Clyford tree. No, it isn't. But like a storm isn't really going to pick up like a chainsaw and like mark the tree and then cut through it. And the wind is, like the storm is like, well, you just use the Yamato instead, mate. Sorry, if I'm making jokes and I sound like I'm not really taking this seriously, one, I'm not, but also two, everyone deals with things in their own way, and this has like affected a lot of people who I know quite well, who like this is part of the reason they came to the north, where they were here on a holiday and they saw it, they fell in love with the whole landscape, and then it was so beautiful, and they settled down here, and like there's is one of those things that a lot of people really love about the area, which is like the looks, the nature, the beautiful views. And then you got some pinnock like this going, oh, we're gonna fucking cut down a tree. Aye, there's one fucking there in the hill. I don't know why the fucking potential guy is fucking Scottish. There's a mate of mine who's gonna fucking hang me for this. Anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to think what level of like depressed lunatic, maniac, depressed like pillock you have to be, that your entire fucking life revolves around like, I fucking hate this tree, I must take this tree down. Like, for fuck's sake, mate. Oh, whoever did this needs to get fucking laid. I was going to leave it there, but I don't actually know what to think about this. The only thing I can say for certain is that the perpetrators of this weird act of vandalism that has really like affected a lot of people, especially in my waking life away from the screen, and a lot of people, like according to the news, that like I don't really know what to think about this. It feels a bit surreal. So I want to know what you think. If you've gotten this far in the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. And if I've earned your like and subscribe, I hope I have. But if not, I don't really know what to say about that. If I haven't earned your like and subscribe, maybe let me know why. If you want to see something from us, if you want, because I'm always itching for new content, especially after this whole arms versus Oofway thing, where it's like, I had this really good idea for a video, I'll get it all completed, and then copyright struck. There's no way I'm gonna like fight this claim. I'm some idiot in the deep in the deep north with like 15 quid to my name, so I'm not gonna bother. But then it just kills your, pardon me, it just kills your drive to make content. So who knows? Anyway, if you want to see something, let us know in the comments. Like I like taking requests. I'll take them. I'll talk about them. I'll crack some fucking jokes. We'll have a good laugh. Anyway, my name is Jackal. I love you and leave you. See you in the next one.